Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Laid out to the left flank. Romario. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. He's had it taken off him. Driving on and making good progress. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. Stojkovic. Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand makes the interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, can he get onto this? Messi. Oh, nice touch. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Stojkovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a searching pass. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, Red, nice interception. Ferdinand. And it's Vieira. Messi. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Messi. Impressive job!
Wow.
He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allow the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Stojkovic. Manchester United disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Romario. Hazard. He's cut it out. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he can thump it away. Stojkovic. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Stojkovic. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rummenigge. And here's the chance to counter. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. So much time and space here. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's doing great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, greatly! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mateus. That is lovely. That is good strength. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That's a good ball. There's the shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Italy have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them.
And a chance! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Italy are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Stojkovic cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot.
Yeah, マジか。
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Matteus. Italy have it back and can go. He's having a shot off the post. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Tries to get it clear. Not where it came from. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice looking ball. Rummenigge. Look, shot, surely! It's in the post. It's a goal kick. Guardiola. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's intervened well there. Defending was strong and firm. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Hazard. That looks a decent ball. It's loose, and there's a... Has another go! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Sostituzione per l'Italia.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 10, numero 11, Ibrahimovic, numero 14, Messi.
Cleared without hesitation.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 42, Yaya Touré.
That's good play.
Il numero 15,
Romario scooting forward.
il numero 20, il numero 21.
And it's Guardiola. And this is Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff. Bullish header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Touré does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Manchester United keep calm in the face of danger. Ibrahimovic. Stojkovic. Roberto Carlos. Shot could be on. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chance here to counter. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, that's delightful. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Stojkovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Pelé. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Lampard. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that was vital. Stojkovic. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that is as far as it goes. Italy are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it will not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Thinks about the shot, pinches it off him.
Such good technique.
Goes down, but nothing given. It's a good-looking delivery. And it's hoisted clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Into the channel. Messi. Big chance! Oh, he's been... In he goes again! And another try! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already. Rummenigge is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi wins the duel this time. Always onto this. He is through here. He's having a shot! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Italy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a great menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got away. Hakimi. Yaya Toure. And here's Van Nistelrooy. No, that was never going to make it. Nicely spread. Thiago. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Judge, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ter Stegen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Schneider to Van Nistelrooy. Hazard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bellingham. Rummenigge. And the shot! Yaya Toure. Italy looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Yaya Toure. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Claudio. Yaya Toure. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. That's a good ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hazard. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Italy looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. That's destined for the flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham.
入力してないのにな。
Breathe again. Just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he's still...
And Van Nistelrooy! And that's in.
失敗した。
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And the shot! Changes him with that pass. Vieira. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Shapes to shoot! And again! And that's a sharp finish! And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew
takes a shot! It's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Italy are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all hot.
And the shot! And there's a goal. And there is his 30th goal.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he is going into that little black book. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.